What up, everybody? It's Jose, aka Armando, with another episode for the Pound for Pound Combat Sports Podcast. Today we got Brandon and Brendan, the double Bs. Go ahead and introduce
Yo,
yourselves.
what's going on, guys? Uh, I've been on this podcast a couple of times. Excited to do it again after watching the first Paramount Plus UFC event. So it's gonna be a good one to go over.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Should be good. It was a pretty good card as well, so let's go ahead and jump
hmm
right in. You guys want to start with the main event?
Yeah, man, dude, this one. I mean, I knew Justin Gaethje could whoop Patty, but it kind of. I mean, I'm glad for Justin Gaethje. I'll just leave it at that. What you think about the performance?
I
Yeah, I
thought,
mean,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Sorry. Anybody that bet money that there was gonna be a knockout is pretty upset, right? I don't think anybody expected this fight to go a full 5 rounds. When we were watching it yesterday, when Justin Gaethje first came out, we kind of, there's people were speculatory about the quote unquote ingrown hair that was probably pretty much clearly staph, right? It's unconfirmed, but probably staph. And he kind of came out in the first round. I think a lot of people would say that looking like he maybe was a little bit drained. The cardio wasn't maybe all there, but he maintained that pace for the entire fight and kind of like fought like a zombie in some situations. I would say he dropped Patty in the first round with a I'm not even sure what it was. Was it an uppercut?
Yeah, it was
A
an
left
uppercut.
hand? I can't even remember. Yeah, and he had Patty hurt from the very beginning, even though I think it was clear to a lot of people the best Justin Gaethje didn't even show up. So it'll be interesting to see the belt unification fight between him and Taporia.
Most definitely. Did
100%.
Justin look different to you, Brandon? Like, did he seem a little slow?
Um, it's hard to say. I mean, I think he was just being patient, more calculated. Because sometimes he'll just go out there and go crazy, and then after the fight, he'll be like, "Yeah, I kind of regret doing that." So I think he was just taking his time. But I mean, he went the full 5 rounds and did really well. So it's hard to say. He probably did have something going on though, if it looked like it.
Yeah, he looked a little lethargic from at least from what I've seen him before. But I wanted to see how Patty was gonna react to Justin's power, and man, he was getting her with everything Justin connected.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like Patty chose scissors and Justin Gaethje chose rock every single time. I mean, he was just getting. I mean, like his face at the end, like he got brutalized, man. Justin Gaethje's power is no joke,
Yeah, Patty's face was destroyed.
undeniable,
It's so bad.
and kudos to Patty too, right? Because he took all that and kept coming to the very end. He was trying to fight him, still trying to win that fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Much,
I thought
much
Patty would have more
respect to
success
both.
on the ground, but it was all Gaethje.
Yeah, normally you see Justin Gaethje throwing a little bit more kicks to the body, a little bit more calf kicks. But I watched the post-fight interview, and he was saying it was specifically part of the game plan to actually wait until the later rounds to start throwing leg kicks to catch Patty on the back foot, so he couldn't shoot in for a single leg or attempt a double. We saw that in the Fiziev fight, Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev, his last fight before this one, where the calf kick was landing, and Fiziev had good timing and took him down for a single leg. And we were talking about it on the last episode of the podcast, where sort of we didn't think that that would be in Patty's wheelhouse to catch that single leg on a Justin Gaethje leg kick and then enter it in from there, and that seemed to hold true during the actual fight. So
Yeah. Did you guys think that Patty? I mean, he was underwhelming. But I really thought that Patty was gonna be like stronger when it came to the grappling too. But Justin Gaethje just dominated pretty much everywhere. Uh, and he started taking advantage of Patty's bad kicks. You know, kind of like in boxing that they call it the lazy jab. But in kicking, you know, that he was doing those lazy kicks, and Justin was catching his lazy kicks with his jab in between. You guys catch that?
You're talking about Justin Gaethje throwing a lazy jab, right? Or Patty?
No, Patty throwing a lazy kick. I just used the like the association idea in boxing. There's this thing called the lazy jab that gets countered over the top. But Patty was like in the middle to late rounds, he was throwing lazy kicks, and Justin was just countering with his punches straight down the middle.
Yeah. I did see that. Towards the beginning of the fight, though, there wasn't too many of those lazy kicks. I think Patty was, throughout the fight, hurt, multiple times. To be honest, hurt multiple times. Could have been finished multiple times. I think even, and yeah, that sort of stuff, that sort of damage and stuff, just kind of wears on you. In my mind. It leaves you open, a little bit more vulnerable to other things. I mean, like we see it all the time when me and you would spar, or really anybody. Well, that kind of gets into a ring or anything like that. Um, when someone gets tired, all the technique really just goes out the window. You really do, kind of go back to what you know and what is comfortable. Fortunately for Patty, that meant a lazier leg kick, leaving him open to be countered. So.
True.
Yeah, what do you think is for next for Brandon? Or what do you think is next for Brandon? What do you think is next for Patty, Brandon?
He's definitely still up there. He'll probably get a good fight for his next one, but definitely not. Definitely gonna need a couple more to get back to the title, and it's not looking easy. He's gonna have to fight like Dan Hooker, Gamrot, Banah,
Yeah.
Kazeev, Moicano, Benil. He's got to fight like at least probably two of those guys to get back to the title.
And those are all great fights in
Oh
terms of
yeah,
matchmaking.
they could put him
We'll
against
see what
Max
happens
Holloway.
with Dan Hooker because he fights
Oh
soon.
yeah, Patty versus Holloway would be good. That's like a good name.
Because I think Holloway wants the rematch against Taporia, and it's gonna be hard. Like, because this is the problem that I don't know if we talked about on the podcast before, is that Justin Gaethje just won right when he wasn't the favorite, so people thought he would lose. So that puts him in title contention. And then the number 3 ranked guy at lightweight is going against the number 2 ranked guy at lightweight. And then that puts them in title contention. I mean, if they're already in title contention, like zone, if we're talking about top 5 rankings, right? But that puts those two fighters back in line to fight the belt. So then what happens with Arman? What happens with a Dan Hooker if he beats, how do you say his name? Denoy?
Banah, Saint
Oh,
Denis.
Yeah. What happens if he beats him? So it's man, it's really really tough for those guys in the top 5. There's all of those guys can fight for the belt at any point in time, and I don't think anyone would be mad.
I was gonna say I think this is just best case scenario for Patty, because I think if Patty fought Topuria, he would have got knocked out.
Dude, that's what I
Yeah,
was saying yesterday too to Brandon.
I see it now for sure. Taporia is so much faster than what any of those guys showed.
I mean, Patty just gets hit too much. I think he needs a little bit more experience, and then he'll have a better chance. His chance of winning after a couple more fights is probably going to be a lot better than it would have been if he just fought him next.
Right. And Patty's only lost 3 fights up until last night. So he's still got a great record. And he's still young.
This is a classic, you know, there's levels to this shit scenario. But I think Arman is probably gonna be the top guy to challenge for the title now, looking at it. I don't think I
True.
think him and Taporia separate themselves from everybody else pretty much.
Yep. It's going to be Gaethje and then Arman. But Ilya's got to figure out all that drama he's got going on. We got Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. you guys think about this fight?
Dude,
I think the matchmaking, looking at this fight just for like on paper, was Sean O'Malley favored to begin with, just because I think there's a 6-inch reach advantage for O'Malley in this situation. We saw it in the fight that O'Malley was also the faster guy, as he typically is. Um, and Song Yadong just had a hard time closing that distance that O'Malley creates with his spacing and his footwork. And that led to a lot of outside sort of body strikes and different jabs and things.
yeah, I'm
But
glad for Sean, but low key, the first round had me a little bit worried. He was looking kind of slow.
yeah, I think that leg kick, if Song Yadong stuck to that leg kick for throughout the entire 3 rounds, I think it would have been a bit different. Sean O'Malley gets hurt in his legs very often, honestly, in his
It looked,
fights. So
yeah,
I think that's the weak point.
it looked like it was like making Sean just really not want to trade too much. Like he,
Yeah,
Nope,
it did
exactly.
seem like there was a
yeah,
power difference too.
who knows what would have happened if he kept kicking that leg? It would have just been probably a boring fight, or where Sean's just not firing.
Yeah, Song was actually able to take him down in the first round. Right at the end,
Yeah,
the very end.
I thought he stole
What I
that
was
round.
telling, it's what it looked like to me. But yeah, I don't know. But Sean came back though. He came back and he was hurting. I mean, he didn't like beat the brakes off Song Yadong, but he definitely won decisively.
Yeah, that third
But
round,
what I was telling,
yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna say that third round, he was definitely in his rhythm. But good.
yeah, I think that third round he pretty much cemented the win. But what I was telling Brandon yesterday in the first round and like the first half of the second round is that every time Sean tries to exit by like switching stances, he like gives up so much space and he's not there to capitalize. You know what I'm talking about when he's like moving laterally and he switches stances to exit laterally?
Yeah, true, true.
That kind of like just it I mean, it's good defensively if you want to like completely disengage, but if you want to like stay close enough to counter, which you know he has all of the advantages to be able to counter. You know, maybe that's like a tactical thing that they need to fix or something.
It just
Yeah, like you
wasn't like
said,
baiting or it wasn't like falling for the bait if he was trying to counter at times. I don't know.
that's true. And then Sean also was wary of Song's power because
Yeah,
he was definitely respecting that power in the first round.
yeah. I think Song. This is like probably the fight played out how I thought it would. Just Song would look good, but once they get comfortable, Sean would take it away on the feet.
You guys think that Sean should fight Peter Yan after, or the winner of Peter and Marab, or that somebody else deserves a shot before that?
I think they just run Sean versus Jan again. It makes the most sense. They've already fought.
Right?
Yeah, I
Or
wouldn't be
maybe
mad at that.
he could fuck around and fight Corey Sandhagen. You know, that'd be a good American versus American fight in the White House.
Yeah, that'd be a fantastic fight. That would have been a good fight, and even if they did it 3 years ago,
Yeah, it would be a good fight.
looks like he gave up.
He really just
Yeah,
did
he looks
nothing.
slow.
It really did look like he gave up. He had like a little game plan, and then his game plan didn't work. He tired out and gave up. I think we counted it up when the replay showed, but I think he took like 14, 15
Yeah.
strikes before the referee called it. So I don't know about the ref stoppage, maybe a little bit sooner, but
Yeah,
from his perspective, I'm sure he didn't think Derek would just lay there and turtle
right.
and not do
Well, he
anything.
barely got hit, dude. Like, did you see that replay?
Yeah,
He
he
got hit
tapped him.
like when you tap somebody in sparring.
Yeah,
I don't know. He was just maybe he was looking for a way out. I'd hate to say that, but maybe that's what it looked like at least.
maybe. Maybe he could have been compromised beforehand. Who knows? I mean, he said he was feeling great leading up to the fight. So
Yeah, he
That's
was
what you
saying
gotta
he
say.
took some peptides.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah.
It's the side effects from the
Supposedly,
peptide.
Snitched on himself.
allegedly, alleged.
Anyways, Acosta's legit though. That guy's gonna be probably fighting for the title soon. He's got, let's see the rankings. He doesn't have a whole lot of guys
Who
ahead
is
of
it?
him.
Tom, right? Tom Aspinall.
Yep, he'll probably fight one of these top two guys or top three guys, and then fight for the title.
I don't know. I feel like he should. Tom Aspinall should vacate it low key.
You think he should what?
I think he should
Vacate?
vacate. Yeah, I think so. Like, I think if his vision really is as bad as he's saying it is, he
Oh
should
yeah,
vacate the belt.
forgot about
There's
that.
no point in holding up the division. Like, he knows that because he got the division held up for him for a long time because of John Jones.
How long has
Um,
it been since he fought Cyril Gone?
oh man, not sure. But I don't think his eye situation seems to be getting any better. Being honest, like, I don't think you could be Michael Bisping and just get a fake one because both of his eyes got poked. So you're gonna fight with no vision.
I'm not gonna call him a pussy, but I think he just has a lazy eye. I mean, that's what the report says from the doctor note.
Not really.
That shit doesn't. I mean, I don't know. You know how they always be saying like fake shit though sometimes.
Yeah, the doctors be giving the diagnosis, but doesn't really. That's just like the general thing. It doesn't actually describe precisely what he has going on.
Too bad though because you know it's probably one of the more exciting heavyweights, and
Yeah,
that was a good fight that I was looking forward to completion. That Cyril Gone and Tom Aspinall, but I guess maybe Cyril Gone versus this Salsa Boy. That'd be a good fight.
Be a great fight. Great fight. I think the problem with Cyril Gane is that he's so much more technical than every other heavyweight that
yeah,
it's not that it's hard to get him good matchups, but I think very quickly, like in that Tom Aspinall fight, we saw Tom Aspinall getting outstruck, and Cyril Gane was clearly the speed of Tom Aspinall didn't matter as much when he was facing someone as dangerous as Mr. Cyril. So we'll see. I mean, yeah, that'll be a great fight either way it goes. But
you guys watched Natalia Silva versus Rose?
we did. That's fine. That's fine.
That was an impress.
Yeah, it was fine. It was a fine fight. I think, this is one of the fights where I didn't think it was a unanimous decision. I thought Rose probably won the first round, I believe. But Natalia Silva kind of definitely won. This is like a Sean, or not a Sean, a freaking. Damn, yeah. I wanted to say Strickland, but I meant O'Malley. This is like kind of the O'Malley fight in the sense that not too much happened, but if you were scoring it purely off of damage, clearly both of these fights are unanimous decisions. But I think maybe damages might be influencing a little bit more now that we're on Paramount Plus. Maybe. I have no idea really, but it seems that way because again, even the Gene Silva fight, which we'll go talk about in a second, I didn't think Gene Silva won a unanimous decision. But if you look at it from the damage perspective, maybe you could see it. So it was one of those interesting ones where not a whole lot took place. I mean, Silva took Rose down, I think, twice, and she landed pretty solid kicks. But yeah, like I said, unanimous, that's questionable, I think.
Yeah, there was some decisions that were pretty questionable. I think I took both
Uh,
of these fights to go the distance, so I got lucky. But
yeah.
I wasn't really confident in either Silva winning unanimously.
But you make any money?
Yeah, I made some money on these on the card. I took
Oh,
one of my bets was both Silvas to win by decision, so I got lucky there, and I took Silva,
Oh, nice.
Acosta, O'Malley on one parlay, and then I took those four plus Patty, but Patty ruined my last parlay.
damn.
Dang.
And I also took Silva significant strikes. I took over 60, and she had 51. I was like, dang, just 9 more strikes.
Dude, that was close as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, very close.
Did you guys see this fight?
I didn't catch any of the
Nah.
prelims.
Dude. Oh my god. So this guy was supposed to knock him out in the first round, and he was just like, he was hitting him, but he wasn't following up over and over. And then the Russian guy was like actually doing pretty dang good. Like if you could see the strikes, the
Oh,
Gaudier Atiba was landing way heavier strikes, but the Russian guy was landing a lot more volume. And
yeah.
then literally 3 seconds left. Oh wait, no, that was a different fight. That was was this fight. Krylov knocked him out with 3 seconds left. Oh my god,
Oh
dude.
shit.
Oh my
Was he
god,
losing?
this. I think he was winning, but it was a close fight. Who knows what the scorecards would have been? It could have
Yeah.
been like a close one, but literally like the last exchange right before the buzzer, Krylov landed a hook, and then the ref stopped it. 3 seconds left. It
Damn.
was insane.
That's how you gotta finish, dude.
Yeah. And then this one, yeah, this guy was supposed to get knocked out in the first round, and he won, but got outstruck the whole fight. But yeah, this guy was
Really.
landing the bigger shots, so it was based on the damage, I think.
I'll have to go back and watch this one because I know this guy's somebody to look out for.
Yeah, he's pretty good, but he kind of got exposed. Like he doesn't follow up his big shots on the ground. He just kind of waits for them to get up. Where he probably could have got a finish if
Oh,
he would have just jumped on him.
some inexperience.
Yeah. Are there any other fights you guys wanted to go over?
Oh, did you watch that one?
A little bit, not too much, because I was like, I already know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be Umar pretty much dominating, which you can kind of see here. It was
Yeah.
not very competitive. Umar just looked way too big for Figgy.
Yeah, if he's having issues in that weight class, he should have stayed in the lower one.
You know, right? He looks like a flyweight when he stands in the octagon, but he keeps missing weight.
That's true. I forgot about that. All
I don't know
all
how.
the missed weights in the card. Yeah, let's go over that Brandon Allen and Silva fight. That was a good fight.
Oh, Arnold Allen?
Yeah, that was a good ass fight.
Yeah, dude. Arnold Allen's always game. He just he's so well rounded. But Silva's striking is just always so good too. Pretty
Yeah.
close fight. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I thought the best versions of each fighter really showed up during this fight. I think Gene Silva really worked on his patience from his last fight against Diego Lopez. Because I think that he knows that his lack of patience is pretty much what caused him to get finished. He rushed in. For those who didn't see it, he rushed in because he hurt his opponent and then got hit with a spinning elbow, which basically busted him open and is what led to the end of him to the end of that fight. With that being said, though, his patience to a certain extent, I think maybe was even working against him. Like I said before, this is one of the fights where I was confused, where there was a unanimous decision because I thought although there was a power difference between Gene Silva and Arnold Allen, very clearly Arnold Allen was landing more volume from the outside. He was snapping Silva's head back with his jab kind of often, and he kind of was just seemed like he was kind of picking him apart almost a little bit from the outside. But Gene Silva kept moving forward. He would eat the leg kicks, he would eat the jabs, and he would come in with a lead uppercut followed by a cross. A lot of the time, he was really liver hunting Arnold Allen in that fight, and he found it a couple of times. I think what I would have wanted to see a little bit more out of Gene Silva was a little bit more kicks to the body. Because he is very explosive and his combinations are very explosive, and that's how usually he ends up knocking out these guys. Is that they expect, in MMA, there's not too much diverse striking. There's maybe 10 guys that really put on beautiful displays of striking in the UFC, and that's really it. And Gene Silva is starting to creep into that top 10, in my opinion, of diverse striking sort of UFC fighters. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know what his rank is now, but I know he's probably just outside, if not in the top 5 now.
I think Allen was 6 yesterday before the fight. Pretty sure. That's a good point, though, that you brought up the diversity in striking. I think that's what separated him from Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen, he did have a sharp 1-2, like at the beginning of the fight. But what separated Silva towards the middle and end of the fight was that he just had more firepower and more weaponry than Allen. Allen was kind of basic. There's nothing wrong with being basic, but there's just levels to the.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, I
doesn't
think he
look
was.
as exciting.
Yep. Arnold Allen was really the only surprising thing that I would say that Gene Silva handled really well was that spinning elbow. We're seeing seen it thrown a lot more, and the last couple of numbered UFC events, especially these spinning elbows, that kind of come out of nowhere. And the people, even in the female fight on this card, there was a couple of spinning elbows thrown that were ducked, or slipped just outside of range. So that weapon is becoming more and more popular and more dangerous because getting hit with a spinning anything is a tough time.
100%. And you can't see it coming a lot of the times when it's in close.
Yeah.
When people throw it from a distance, it's just like kind of a BS shot. But when you catch them coming in, or like you're literally just exchanging, and it's just out of nowhere, nobody sees that coming. It's a crazy shot.
Yeah, and it usually happens like after somebody overcommits and they miss, and then the other
Yeah.
person thinks they're safe, and then it comes back around. That's
Yeah.
how the knockouts happen.
And it's such a heavy shot. It's like a head kick.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot of torque on that shit. You just got to keep that forearm up by your temple all the time.
Imagine a heavyweight throwing that. They're probably not fast enough to really pull it off, but like that would just like break their skull.
I feel like Cyril Gahn could probably throw something like that.
Yeah, I
Definitely
could
could.
see him doing that.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think that's good for that card.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna get back together and do this again, maybe pre or post next weekend because we got another UFC numbered event coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we got Volk and Diego Lopez. Wait, they're fighting again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rematch.
Oh my
Immediate
god.
rematch. Even.
This is gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, it'll be a great
This
fight.
is
The
a
Dan Hooker fight
banger.
would be a great fight.
This is a
Z
banger.
fighting
looking for
Rufy.
it.
Oh my god.
Tied to Avasa. This Killian guy is actually pretty good. I don't know if you guys have ever seen
Yeah, I've seen that guy. He's good.
this Killian fella, but he is up and coming.
Do they call him the Indian killer?
Something like that. Yeah.
Because he beat all the Indians in the UFC.
Really? Is that so true?
The Indian assassin or something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he beat him.
Uh,
Oh
Jubilee.
my god. Oh, that's hilarious.
Hey, I love you Indian guys. Canoe. Shout out to Canoe.
This is a good. Oh, they got a bunch of Asian guys. Mm,
Oh yeah, like
Got
those
this that Aaron guy from New Zealand.
it's like Asia versus New Zealand. Looks like they're set doing some like Road to the UFC type thing.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool.
Oh
interesting.
yeah, they are. They're doing the Road to UFC. It'd be interesting.
These are probably gonna be some good fights.
This guy looks kind of scary.
He is kind of scary.
Aaron Tao, yeah, dude.
Oh my goodness. You guys not playing around.
125, really? They don't look like they're 125. I feel like.
Probably like
that
five.
guy's legs look kind of small, like
Yeah.
stout. They're probably short. Zero leg reach. Zero reach.
It's funny.
Yeah, we'll have to go over some of these. Do you guys want to do it now, or do you guys want to do a separate episode?
I mean, they're this weekend, so maybe just go through them real quick. I guess that'd
All
be
right.
good.
Who do you guys have for Volk versus Diego?
I'll let you guys go.
I got. Actually, you go.
Bulk.
You got Volk. I'm gonna go with Diego.
Why do you think he's gonna win?
I just think last time he didn't have the right game plan, and I think he's better, a lot better. Like, he gets better every fight, and he even though he didn't look like he had the game plan and everything, he still did pretty good in that fight. I think he won like two of the rounds. So he just has to win like a swing round. I would still favor Volk, but I have a feeling he's gonna do something like that last fight where he just cracks Volk.
Yeah, that'd be good. Change up the division a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be better for the division overall, but I don't know. I feel like, especially after watching Justin Gaethje win, I got a little bit more faith in these older guys.
True. I think Volk's the better fighter for sure, but I just have
Yeah, I
have a
mean, Volk beat
feeling.
him already too.
Yeah, Volk should definitely be the favorite. I just have a feeling Diego, he's gonna come out with something like a flying knee or something crazy.
Catch him off guard.
Mm-hmm. Who do you have him on though?
Dan Hooker
Or
or the
Volk
Volk.
Volk versus Lopez?
Um, I would give the edge to Volk, but I wouldn't mind if Lopez won.
True,
He's pretty
true.
good. I think just Volk is he's a guy that he always sticks to the game plan. I mean, he is old though, but I feel like if he sticks to the game plan, he can beat him. He just has quicker feet than Diego.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do any grappling.
Yeah, I mean they're both pretty good at grappling. I'd like to see some of that, some grappling exchanges.
True. What do you guys have for Dan Hooker versus BSD?
I got Dan Hooker.
You got Hooker?
Yeah,
Oh shoot. I feel like
I think BSD's a beast, but he's not like a Sarukian type of grappler. You know,
yeah.
he's a judo grappler, the guy that's gonna come and grab you standing up, not shoot at your low legs.
Kind of just grab a hold of you when you're on the fence or something, or against the fence.
Yeah,
It's true.
I think Dan Hooker's gonna get him with some body shots, and I don't know. It's gonna be a good fight. I just there's mainly just going base because I like Dan's style better than BSD. But BSD is a beast too, though. So
I think I gotta take BSD. I think if he doesn't have like anything wrong with him, I think he's just gonna have a small edge all around, and he's probably gonna mix in the grappling. So if it does get against the cage, I could see him like just controlling, taking advantage of Dan
oh
Hooker,
yeah,
just edging him on the scorecards or something like that.
yeah, I could see that too. Who do you got, Brendan?
I would say BSD. Just because every time I see BSD fight, he looks better and better. And I think when I think of Dan Hooker, the immediate thing that comes up into my mind is I don't know if you guys saw this was during COVID, Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier, but
Oh
I've
man,
watched that fight 5 or 6 times, and they not similar brawling styles, I would say, Dan Hooker and Dustin Poirier. The reason I say that is because BSD and Poirier fought um, sometime after that, and BSD had Poirier hurt, but unfortunately he got finished because, I mean, he's the diamond, you know what I mean? Dustin Poirier's a beast. But the reason I'm taking BSD is because Poirier won the fight versus Dan Hooker. Now, I personally like Dan Hooker more, just personally. I like his personality. I like how you said his style more. But I feel like Dan Hooker didn't give himself enough time to add/improve to his skill set from fighting Armin. When he fought Armin, it kind of felt like he didn't add anything either. And maybe that's just
yeah.
a testament to how good Armin is. But every time I see a BSD fight, he's doing something that makes me go, wow.
It's
So I
gonna
gotta
be a
take BSD.
bang.
Yeah, it should be good. I think it's gonna come down to game plan. If whoever gets their game plan and does it better, because they both are obviously have different game plans. And if BSD execute his, I think he wins. If Hooker can stop BSD from executing his game plan, and then just winning the striking, I think Hooker's got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go over one more fight. Fizzy versus Rufy. This is gonna be fight of the night probably.
Oh man.
Yeah. What a ridiculous fight.
I mean, Fizzy's fights are just always absolute bangers every time, and then Rufy's just an assassin. Just crazy KOs.
Yeah,
Who you guys have?
really great fight in terms of matchmaking. The only thing that I can say is I mean I like both these fighters a lot. They're great. I love their styles. They're both pretty unique, I would say, in the division in general, or in the UFC in general as well. Um, but one thing that sticks out about Mr. Rufy is in his last fight, which did end up in him losing. We saw that there's a couple of positions where he's still not still, but that he's getting stuck in terms of grappling. He kind of has a hard time, or maybe this was just his last fight, but I guess you're only as good as your last fight, right? Right. So he had a hard time kind of getting out of the clinch, coming off of the cage, and he also had a hard time getting up from the ground, if I remember correctly. So the reason I say that is because Fiziev has a kind of like a Muay Thai style, so he's going to be looking to tie clinch, throw knees, throw elbows. He's going to be looking for inside trips and things of that nature. So it's going to be interesting to see because Rufy is like a longer sort of. I would compare his style almost as a mixture between a young Conor McGregor and a God damn, who's the karate guy? He's like 41.
Silva?
White guy, Wonder Boy.
Oh, Wonder Boy.
Like a mixture between Connor and Wonder Boy. Yes. That's what I would say his Rufy style is like.
I like that comparison. He definitely has that like flashy, loose, bouncy style.
Yeah, he's been training in Thailand this past year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
He
think
must have.
I think that and in the outer range, I think Rufy has the advantage. I think he's more explosive than Fiziev, and I agree with Brendan that in the in the clinch, Fiziev has the advantage, but but Fiziev is not that or he doesn't have a huge disadvantage in the long range. He's still pretty good too.
Yeah, I
I think
think
Rufy
it's
just is more explosive and more power.
yeah. I feel like Fiziev likes to fight from the range, even though sometimes it doesn't really benefit him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like he likes to fight long sometimes, whereas he should just take advantage of his Muay Thai style and just fight close because he's not gonna outpoint Rufy on the outside. I feel like Rufy's legs, um, and his kicks are just gonna be too too tricky and too controlling with the distance. But if Aziv just came in close, used his boxing, used some uppercuts, some knees, some body shots, I think that's gonna be his best tool to control the distance. Otherwise, we might see him get knocked out by some spinning head kick or something.
Yeah.
I think Rufy also has a freaking demon right hand, like a straight right hand.
Yeah, it should be
But
fight of
yeah,
the night. It's gonna be a chess match for sure. And that's why I think that's what I'm saying. Like I think Fasiv's gonna make this a harder fight than it has to be because I think he's gonna want to play like who's the better striker and like make it more of a fight that Rufy's gonna like versus the fight that Fasiv should make it, which is just like a brawling style. But who knows?
shit. All I know is I'm excited.
Yeah. Taito Ivasa, oh my god, this guy's so busted. This guy needs to retire. Look at this dude.
Lost,
L
lost,
L
lost.
L L L. I don't understand how he's still in the UFC. That's pretty crazy. 5 losses in a row. I
That's
like
true.
him.
It's
I
on
like
main
him,
card too.
but man, does he suck. He's just so overweight, dude. Like it looks like he doesn't ever even try to get in shape.
Yeah.
Like this picture does not do it justice. He usually looks way flabbier. Yeah, is there anything else you guys wanted to cover?
No, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. We got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of fights. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna make our MMA debut this year.
Oh yeah, shout out to
We're gonna make
Mondo
your
for
MMA
the
debut.
the jiu-jitsu gold medal.
Yeah.
Brandon got
Facts.
he got bronze too, so
That's
we
sick.
both placed on the podium.
That's sick. Got some killers on the team. Hopefully
Something
get
like
that
that,
footage
dude.
up there and post something special for you guys. That'd be sick.
Yeah, as soon as I get a hold of that, we'll put it up.
All right. Well, I think that wraps it up. Pretty excited for another back-to-back UFC card, and we also got that boxing fight coming up, I believe, Teofimo and Shakur. So that should be
The
fun.
week after. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, I'm
that
so excited.
should be good. So till next time, it's Pound for Pound Combat Sports Podcast. I'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Take care.